This game is a requested guide by Austin. I'm not saying his full Steam name because I'm not too sure if he wants to be announced or not. So big thank you for you, sir. He actually brought me the game, so this is a collectible guide that he wanted to see. So the first area, I'd just like to warn you guys, you cannot return. So make sure you find the first 3 logs. As soon as you start the game, head directly right. Stay right and go down the stairs. Go the only way you can until you see a dead end. In this office area you'll find that there's a crate that is locked. You need to open it and you'll find your log inside. From the last location, go up the stairs. Go left and go into the door to the left. I was going to say go to the door to the right, but I completely missed it.
Blast shutters need to be closed immediately.
But we want to go upstairs. And right next to where we need to go for the objective is the second text log. And the last and final log is in the room below us. So that will be all 3 text logs on this prologue area. So that will be it for this section. Okay, we're going to go to deck 5, so that's the first deck we actually enter. And the first text log is directly in front of you, so you can't really miss this one. The next text log is when you go straight, go for the first door to your left hand side. And you'll find the next one. Still in deck number 5. Once you do your objective, you need to come here anyway. So before you press the switch on the computer, pick up the diary or the log. Once you come back into the main area, you want to go, you'll see like labs, waste recycler, center, and so forth. But once you've done that, the first door to the left, once you enter this area, you will find the next one. Number 8. Turn around, leave the door, and carry on. So this one you shouldn't really miss because it's in the way you have to go anyway. So once you continue forward, you should see the diary to the left before you carry on to the right. Deck 4. This is part of the story, so I'm doing it story based, so we will come back to deck 4, but in the timestamps below I will have them in deck order. So I have all of them in the same deck, for those who want to know how many there are in each deck. So this one is located when you have to unlock the door to the right of you. Before you go through the door to the right, you'll find it. So you have to go past this area anyway, so you shouldn't, hopefully you shouldn't miss it. On your way down this long corridor, once again it's part of the story, you can't miss it. You'll run directly over it. The next text log, this is number 11. I do try to remember to pull up the map every time I collect something, or before I collect something, but I do forget sometimes, so don't hate me. But once you carry on down to the storage section or warehouse section, you'll find it to the right when you go down the stairs. We are still in deck 4. From the previous location, you will find some hanging bodies. Go up the stairs in the middle of the room and go through the door. You will find that there's a storage room to the left that we need a key code for. The key code is on this diary here, so you have to, pretty much we have to find the diary anyway, or the text log, to get it. So this one's story based, so you can't miss it. Once you enter the key code, combination. Go through the door. As soon as we enter in the first room that is quite dark, you will find your next text log. This is number 13. I'm afraid there is no text log entry, so you can't see what you got and what you haven't got. What's a pain in the ass? Real pain in the bum. But once you go into the next room, go for the next door, and you'll find your tool right here, the one I got in my hand right now. You find this here. It's a weapon and a tool. You will find the next text log on a desk. So once we go back in deck 5, once we use a tool to open this vent, crouch through, and you should find it on the desk to the right hand side once you crawl through. So we're still in deck 5 for now. Carry on. Go left, follow the walkway, or follow the well, the walkway, yeah, it is a walkway. But go into the sensor system room. Go downstairs until you find a dead end containing the text log. Once we find a dead doctor in this room, we will have to get a combination that is located, I believe it's on the computer. Once we find the combination, you will find the text log in the middle in the next room, next to a dead nurse or doctor. In the same area, go through the door directly in front of you to find another text log. This is number 18. Number 19. From the last location, go right and take the door to the left. This is where you'll find another text log. So we are in deck 4 once again. Once we go into the chief's office, you will find this text log just sitting there. So we have to come here eventually in the story, so don't worry. Don't panic. Okay, once you go back to deck 5 to get the guy's hand with the medical blade, you have to type in or put the handprint on here to go through this door. So once you go into this area, once again it's part of the story, so you have to come in here, you will find another text log. Deck number 6. As soon as we enter, go into the mess room or mess hall. You will find a bad guy, so kill him and find another text log on the table. Just before we head into the kitchen. Okay, once we continue down on the map in deck 6, we will go through this doorway here. You will find that there's some dead people and there's a hanging person as well. In this room here, you will find an overturned couch, and make sure you pick this one up. So we're still in deck number 6. So I believe this is the very bottom now. Once you reach the very bottom, go left and go left again. And you'll find this another text log on the table. In the same area, we're just going to a different door. Once we go back out, leave the room, go directly straight. You will find another one just sitting on the table. Once again, in the same area down below. Instead, we want to go right and go for the first door to the right. You will find that there's some more dead doctors, and then to the right on the bed you will find another log. Once we enter deck 3, as soon as we enter, Please apologise with the crappy footage there's there. But once we carry on down to the left, once we leave the elevator room, you will find another log. But I do apologise for the footage being wrong or glitchy. Once we enter this area here, it's part of the story, so we need to enter it anyway, you will find another text log. So we are still in deck 3, near the bottom right area now. Once we come in here, you will find another text log. So this one, just a word of warning guys, this one, once you enter this area, you cannot come back. For me, that is, I couldn't come back to this area, so be careful. Okay, in this next room, once you find the lifter thing, you will find it directly in front of you. So this is the one I missed. So once you find your SMG in the next room, this is literally the next room. You will find your text log on a side of a computer table. Okay, deck 3, once again. So now we need to pretty much go to the engine room now. Before we do that, you'll find another log on your way. So if you look on the map where I was, you'll get it. So deck 3, once again. Now we're going to enter the engine room. As soon as we enter, you will find the text log just to the left. Just sitting there. So this is after you get the robot to go through this area with the poison gas. Just to let you know, the engine room before this, we can't go back later on, so make sure you grab everything that we need. So there's 2 areas that we can't access later on in the game. So make sure we grab everything. So just to be safe, both engine rooms, grab everything. Make sure you don't miss them. So once you enter the deck 4 engine room, go to the left side to find another text log. So we're still in the same area. This is a pretty dark area. Go to the opposite side to find another log. So this is where you need to increase the thrusters in the engine room. So you have to change the speed from minimum to maximum. So once we get a objective saying check the gym in deck 6, this is where we need to go. Once we found the gym, don't go in the gym just yet, go left into this lounge area to find another log. This is number 36. We could have grabbed this the first time we were in deck 6, but I didn't see there was any point because we had to come back anyway. So once we finally get access to deck number 2 in the story, I would actually recommend using the vent. Don't go through the door. You'll see why if you play this. So try to be sneaky. And you'll find your text log in the next room. And also there is a grenade round. It looks like a grenade round anyway, to the left. But anyway, look on the map where I was. So pretty much as soon as you leave that room, go left and right. This is where you'll be. And you'll find a dead person containing the text log. So next to the save room, we have to go to the number 4, so the service elevator. In deck 2. There we go, there's the service elevator. Go inside and you'll find another log. Once you pick this log up, I believe you get the next objective. So then you can carry on. So in deck 2, go to the far right next to the escape pods. You will find another one. So once you get the mission to actually go into the escape pod section, so pretty much as soon as you go into the first escape pod, go directly straight into the next door. And you'll find this one here. So if you look on the map, there's 6 escape pods I think, or 4. Go to the bottom left one. So the one I'm in now. So this is deck number 1. Yeah. So this deck 1 looks very similar to deck 2. So it's on the right side in the middle, in this room here tucked in the corner. So go to the top section of deck 1. In this locker room area, you will find in one of the lockers a text log. So once we finally get access to deck 7 during our mission, once we leave, we want to go to the officer section. So we run past the save point and go into the officer's mess room. As soon as we enter, you will find another log. We are still in deck number 7. So once we make it up to the 3, 5 and 4 numbers, go into the officer's lounge, and in the lounge you will find another text log. From the last location, we're now going to go directly straight and go up the stairs. As soon as we go up the stairs, we want to go left before we actually get to the quarters. And on the couch, we'll find another log. This is 46 or 55. Okay, this can be a pain in the ass for you guys. But eventually we get to this part here, then the door's locked. We have to go all the way back to the service room. That's number 6 on your map, I believe. Then come all the way back. Once we eventually go into the quarters, you will find loads of blood on the ground. Before you turn left, you'll find another diary or log. So from the last location, go left and then go right. The first door on the right, you will find another log. This is located on the table. So we're going to teleport now to the right side of the quarters room. Once we find on the right side, there's 3 paths, left, forward or right. Take the right path and go for the right door once again. This time this one's located on a bed. Deck 8. So this diary was not here before because the game was buggy and the developers updated it, and so I can actually finally finish this game. So this was the final diary I needed, or log, to actually get the achievement. So once you go into the bridge section, so go up the yellow stairs or orange stairs, don't go to the door in the middle, go right and you'll find a text log just sitting there. So moving on to the next deck. So later on in the game, you have to come back to deck 1 and you'll have to come through this area here anyway. Once you're in this area, go left first to find the text log and then go right to the next area or the next door to carry on to number 2 section. And once again, later on you have to come back to deck 5 to go into the engine room, I believe it's called. And then you'll find a dead guy. This is part of the story, so you have to grab this one. This is for the recycling room. Once again, quite a ways into the game, you'll have to come to the docking controls in deck 1. Once you're inside, make sure you grab this because I believe you cannot come back to this area once you leave. So just make sure you grab it. The final one is text log 55. Yay! This is located in deck 1, number 8. As soon as you pick it up, you'll get the achievement for collecting all the text logs. So now all you need to do, guys, is just beat the game to get the 100% completion. Once again, big shout out to Austin, who actually bought me the game to actually do a guide for him. And I'll see you guys and gals in the next videos.